glory awaits. Will Gerwyn Price become the first Welshman to win a PDC major title? Or can Gary Anderson put a 9th PDC major in the locker? Anderson has been here all 12 years of the Grand Slam. This is one big title that he has been desperate to win. Gerwyn Price was 9-5 down against Whitlock in the quarters. He was 10-5 down against Sullivan. In the semi-finals, the Welshman has to make a strong start here.
And he certainly doesn't want to see if he can go 6 lengths down and come back. Not against this man. Gary Anderson, he's managed leads and to get into leads so very well in this tournament. I think Gerwyn Price's best chance is to get into the front, get the lead, and stay there.
Yeah, the early skirmishes will be really important for sure. Now Anderson can pressurise here in the first leg. He may switch to treble 18. Max pressure, 174 to lead 32.
The highest quality response. A perfect treble 20. Needs tops. Well, he celebrates that, and rightfully so, after the amount of pressure Gary put onto him with that 174.
Anderson unimpressed. The crowd unimpressed. Price won't mind about that. Anderson leaving 32 with a fabulous setup.
134.
But it was a magnificent response from Gerwyn Price. But he won't want to take the crowd on.
Well, he has to play his match. And
58.
That's what he did there. He had to take the 120. His throw under pressure, and he hit it. And you have to celebrate that. That's fine by me.
134.
Well, incredible to think that he is looking to make some darting history tonight. Never been a Welshman to win a PDC major.
77.
The likes of Barry Bates and Richie Burnett,
139.
Mark Webster, all come close. Johnny Clayton too.
54.
Very routine 3 single 18 setup of tops.
58. Gary Require 14.
And he hopes to get perfectly started. And he does.
In on the second leg, Gary Anderson. The leg is going to the first.
Well, Price has appeared in a UK Open final. He's appeared in the final, of course, of the World Cup of Darts in Germany. Proudly representing his country.
58.
Decent start.
You'd have to say they've at least picked up where they left off, winning.
$99.
Which is good to see. You sometimes wonder if players will be able to return, produce the same quality. So far, it seems that way.
Well, Price will be very happy with the start.
Yeah, and he's looking good to hold his throw again.
95.
That's where he needs to be strong. Keep holding his throw. And he can't fall behind.
132. Giving him about 81.
Tops he needs.
Game shown in the third leg.
3 legs all won with the first dart at a double.
Yeah, and all 3 times. That was double 20.
99.
They might wear it out.
Well, this is the perfect start for Price. No doubt he will feel the nerves. Anderson has the big match experience, the big final experience. Price wanted to start strongly, just to dampen those nerves and maybe dampen the enthusiasm of his opponent as well.
96.
Yeah. This year Anderson won the UK Open for the first time, the World Match Play for the first time, the Champions League for the first time. Can he add the Grand Slam for the first time as well?
99.
Both were excellent, weren't they, in the semi-finals? Price winning 11 out of 13 legs.
100.
He come from 10-5 down, and Anderson just too good for Van Gerwen.
Well, Mensah was too good for Gerwyn Price for quite a while. He played fantastically the first half of that semi. He just couldn't keep up at the end.
99.
He ran out of steam.
108. Gabriel Clemens 160.
Terrific crowds all week here in Wolverhampton at the Grand Slam. Anderson levels the final. 2 apiece.
He looked at that funny. It sort of got some help from the other one, and it probably might have missed, but a bit of luck for the Scot.
Head-to-head 6-2, Anderson's favour. TV head-to-head 3-0, Anderson's favour. Premier League, the Masters, the World Series finals.
81.
But this is the biggest clash between these two players, without a doubt. Goes far to say it's the biggest match of Gerwyn Price's life.
140.
Yeah, I have to think so. I hope he has that attitude.
100.
And Gerwyn Price, he can answer his critics, or one of his biggest ones, who's on the stage with him tonight with a win.
57.
No love lost. I think it's an honest assessment.
100.
Well, Anderson giving himself a chance here of the first break of the final, maybe. A good response from Price.
Yeah, Gary's going to be very focused on this outshot attempt. Do you think maybe the 2 tops? He tried that against Van Gerwen.
He has tops. Anderson with the first break. What a shot that was. Little Wright smile. Wow. 2 darts later, and Anderson strikes first in the Grand Slam final to earn his place, and he has earned his place in this final.
123.
Well, it's always interesting to see how players return from a break. Gary starts off fairly well.
85.
Gerwyn, a bit of an unlucky deflection there as well. So not as good, but in the range.
140.
We're not scoring heavily enough, the Welshman. And that borne out by the averages, 6th leg only, but he needs to be up around 3 figures, really, if he's going to challenge Anderson throughout this final, you would think.
140. $57, Gary Gerwen 98.
Possibly an 11 dart leg, double 19.
79.
Well, in the bigger picture, that doesn't really matter too much. He should have plenty of time to come back. Well, the switch now. No? Well, okay, doesn't need the switch to leave a finish. Hit the treble, you're okay.
Double 8. Pressure on.
What
pressure. Well, there you go. A wide smile from Price this time. The 180 mattered not.
100.
Much like Anderson's 174 to set up 32 didn't matter in the very first leg.
Correct.
44. 84.
We had a hit of maximum, Anderson.
100.
Yeah, that's a little unusual.
Certainly 7 legs into a match it is. Price looking for a third.
180.
Yeah, that was something that Price in the semifinal, in the early days of it, he really struggled to get 180s, but once he started hitting them, that's when his comeback really took form.
Great response. Brilliant response from Gerwyn Price. 12 dart leg.
Everybody's got it into first. He won.
Well, Gary Anderson's cover shooting has been brilliant. It's had to be, because I think the big disappointment of his game so far has been his first dart.
Well, yeah, I just think he's more comfortable these days. He's using the bottom of the board so much more, physically less demanding, just easier.
59.
Just seems to be stretching a bit. Reaching, if you like.
Well, maybe if he has some soreness or tension in his shoulder.
100.
Again, it's just easier hitting the 19s with a double 16 as opposed to tops or other things. Not that he can't, but the repetition of it,
55.
it's a bit like conserving his strength, going down to the bottom of the board a bit at times.
Well, he has been complaining of back problems again over the last couple of days, Anderson. Anderson's average has dropped, Price's has gone up marginally. And again, just reaching. And again,
96.
treble 19 to the rescue.
Just to have the correct posture to throw up higher is more demanding of you physically. It's not the actual throw that demands more of you, it's the
25.
posture to get in the right position to hit your target.
137.
When you can hit both treble 20s and treble 19s with the ease that Anderson is, it really makes you dynamic in your finishing and everything. Double 10, just over a little. Yes. For 5-3. So after 8 legs, just the one break of throw.
4 180s for Price. Is this the first for Gary?
140.
Well, he wanted it. Be sure of that.
That was a feature of what he did. There were definitely two, maybe 3 occasions in the semi-final against Van Gerwen, when Van Gerwen hit 180s and Anderson banged straight back with a maximum,
96.
and it had the desired effect, put the pressure on. Getting frustrated.
59.
You know, if you keep answering 180s, you just totally nullify them. It's a big thing you can do. It's psychologically strong.
95. 128. Gerwyn your car 130.
They may look at treble 10 here. The reason he did that is that Anderson not on a
90.
finish.
And hitting that 15 was just as good. Easy to hit another one. Leave that tops. Gerwen, 3 of 3 at doubles.
Gerwyn your car 40.
Yeah, hasn't missed.
Game show on the ninth leg.
And so it
Gerwyn
continues,
Price.
4 out of 4.
First. Game on.
Big leg before the break now. Can Anderson hold? Can Price level?
100.
Yeah, this is where Price needs to make that big effort, that surge.
Here it comes.
125.
Oh, just too much. Trying.
140.
Well, an opposite turn. Last turn he went treble 20, treble 25, and this time he started with the 5.
It's good this. It's a good leg from Price.
95.
No finish for Anderson. Could it cost him? Could it give Gerwen the opportunity he needs to level the match?
Why did he switch to 18s?
91.
He leaves 160, so he will have a chance.
Gerwyn your car 160.
For me, he's made some strange choices in this leg, Gary Anderson.
You know, I think it's part of this sort of bravado that it doesn't matter what I do, that a lot of these top players seem to think it's a good thing to try and do to intimidate.
65. Gary require 81.
And it might not matter. Let's see. Double 12.
Well, there you go. Spot on. It doesn't matter. This is a terrific final. Anderson is getting angry. No smiles this time from Gary Anderson as he walks off the stage. He's getting fired up.
Gerwyn Price. Now, this is meant to be a little humorous, but it's also true. This is one of his better positions he's been in
59.
In the last few rounds. He's only down 2 legs. So my basic point is he's not going to feel intimidated or like he can't win. Not from this position.
134.
Deja vu for Anderson. First dart dropped short, 2 treble 19s.
58.
And Price yet to get a big scoring treble in 6 darts. Quite like Anderson to exploit that, but
99.
well, he finally gets one the right distance at the 20s.
Difference was against Van Gerwen, that first dart was nigh on perfect with most visits, wasn't it?
77.
Yeah, it could be a bit of fatigue, but adrenaline helps both players. And
140.
Wayne mentioned how he thought adrenaline would be really important for Gerwen, but I think it's important for both. It helps you get past the fatigue, the wear and tear.
80.
Keeps you sharp.
128.
So double 4.
120.
So not a good leg for Price, not what he would have imagined at the break.
94. Gary require 8. Game shown in 11th.
Well, another break of throw. That's not the start that Gerwyn Price wanted to this third little session of the final, but it was pretty emphatic from Gary Anderson.
Yeah, not comfortable with that distance at all. He does get it in the 3rd dart, but didn't look like he has ownership of it. Not like this.
139.
And I guess that's dictated by the stats by the fact Price has 4 180 so far and Anderson none.
100. 125.
But Anderson's hit a whole load of 134s.
Oh yeah.
But he's in a spot of bother here.
50.
Having broken to go 7-4 up, Price now has the darts to strike straight back.
59.
Yeah, well, he didn't leave a finish, and Anderson could crank it up a bit here and maybe take out this 2-5, 1-6. And that's looking much more possible after a 140.
Well, Anderson took out 5 ton-plus finishes in the semi-final against Van Gerwen. Chance then for Gerwyn Price to break the Anderson throw for the first time in this Grand Slam final. There we have it. Good response. Well, Anderson there had a chance to open up a 4-leg lead. Has he missed a trick?
Well, the way I'm seeing this, Gary's starting to look a little bit like he's out of gas. Just the fatigue, the crispness, the sharpness.
42.
It's not there.
And Price will pick up on that for sure.
Yeah, well, he's a physical specimen in very good shape, and a lot younger as well.
40.
Well, after going 7-4 up, the last 2 legs, Anderson has either lost focus, concentration, gone to sleep, whatever way you want to put it. Just a different feel about the final.
Yeah, it's much more wide open now. It was looking very much as if Gary was going to start to reel off some legs and build up a bigger gap, but instead it's flip-flopped. It's Price who looks like reeling off legs.
99. Given about 124.
For back-to-back legs for the first time in the final.
84.
5 out of 5 on the doubles, Gerwyn Price.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't need to keep it perfect. He's got 3 darts to get 1 leg back.
What's happened to Anderson?
Being shown the 30th leg. Gerwyn Price.
6 out of 6 on the doubles.
Well, one thing, he needs some adrenaline to pump him back up somehow.
60.
He's just physically drained.
It looks like it. I don't know whether he's perhaps struggling with his back, but certainly Gerwyn Price here can sense an opportunity. And Gary not appreciating the celebration there. Anderson is speeding up as well. World Championship, December the 13th. Yeah, he's troubled, Anderson.
140.
6 out of 6 on the doubles is phenomenal from Price, and again Anderson dropping short.
Yeah, Price looking at consecutive breaks of the Anderson throw.
World Championship, December the 13th to January the 1st on Sky Sports.
Leaving 50. Gary Anderson needs the big fish. Gerwyn took it out in the semis. Won't be Anderson taking it out in the finals. At least not yet.
Well, Anderson was throwing for an 8-4 lead. Price here bidding to make it 7-all.
Yeah, he used up the 1 free miss he had available.
15th leg, it's Gerwen to throw first. Game on.
Well, I mentioned about Gary Anderson just speeding up a bit. Is that a...
Well, Price is taking his time and when you break the throw, like just that case and the one before,
96.
he's not rushing back and starting off the next leg. No, he's taking his time, and as he should. You know, he doesn't have to cater to the other player's pace, nor will he.
But Anderson looks visibly bothered by...
I think he's more concerned about what's going on with himself physically than he is with Price.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I think that Gerwyn here is just playing it all beautifully.
140.
Yeah, Anderson, well, absolutely not happy.
Well, and he's just
Now, Gerwyn Price will love that.
Well, Anderson will, because when he gets a little irked and he gets edgy like this, he generally picks up, the adrenaline will flow, he will improve, whether he's justified in his complaints or not.
Well, Gary Anderson certainly had words with Gerwyn Price there. It'll fire them both up, you know, because
95.
Price, look at that, thriving on that. And he's going to take the crowd on as well as Gary Anderson. And Anderson here is all over the shop. He's all over the shop.
Yeah, well, he's lucky there's a break coming up. Maybe he can sort himself out a bit.
Well, he's through to go 8-4 up, Gary Anderson. It looks like he's going to go 8-7 down.
Well, he's not going to get a 170 on this visit.
105.
I'm sure he would have loved to. It certainly helped his cause in the semi against Mincer.
140. Giving you about 65.
For 4 legs on the spin. Controlling the final. 7 out of 8 on the doubles.
And he shrugs and he knows he's coming back.
Well, Anderson's got to compose
94.
during the break.
He's
He's got to get his head together, hasn't he?
Well, Gerwyn's got to get this or he might see 2 double tops again. He does.
Price wins 4 on the spin. Gary Anderson is rattled. And Gary Anderson has got a lot to think about during this break. Price wins 4 legs on the spin. Needle on the stage, needle off the stage, but it's a brilliant final.
Gerwyn Price didn't miss a dart at double until the 14th leg of the match. And this is the 16th leg, and Gary Anderson has still not hit a maximum.
134.
Yeah.
Unusual things are happening on the Wolverhampton stage. And Anderson
78.
has got himself embroiled to some tune here. And let's have it right, Gary Anderson has been a professional darts player since the year 2000. These cannot be things he's seeing for the first time. This cannot be the first time an opponent has pulled the odd stunt up on the stage and served it up to him a little bit.
58.
So why is he getting embroiled in it? Why is it worrying him so much? He's not some wet behind the ears 17-year-old, is he?
No.
100.
He did get slightly annoyed with Daryl Gurney at the Grand Prix when he got beat as well. I'm not saying he's going to get beat here. What I'm saying is he, like you used the word
83.
embroiled, Ron,
127.
he's embroiled and doesn't want to start playing silly games.
87.
Well, he needs to get a grip. If he does get a grip, he's still more than likely to go on and win the game. He wants 40 here as he returns to level the match.
134.
And there it is. And in 14 darts, Anderson erodes Price's advantage.
Bit of a flyer,
66.
bit of a pull.
Well, it's one of the greatest skills in individual sport, not just in darts, to be able to win matches against a player who's better than you.
Yeah.
Peter One Dart Manley was the master. Made a living out of it. And Gerwyn Price
100.
is up into the top 8 in the world now.
140.
John Park mentioned the pace of the game and saying that Gerwyn Price was doing that.
100.
Yeah, possibly. But I personally believe that they are both going too slow. I think it's hard to just flow when 1, it's been a real long day for them, and 2, there might be kind of shenanigans happening as well.
105, getting required 170.
Anderson becoming
98,
beyond irritated, his eyes
getting
now jet
required
black with anger.
130.
Well, they do well to find the red bit from there. Couldn't quite squeeze it into the left-hand side.
92, getting required 72.
Chance for angry Anderson. 15.
15 or treble 15. Bullseye. Oh, yeah. He liked that. Well, he snatched the darts out of the board and left the dart in there, and the flight went everywhere.
That might be the tide turner that Anderson was looking for.
There's some aggression up there, isn't there?
93.
It really is so strange that something like this just pulls Gary Anderson's chain and sets him off.
121.
Well, since the incident, that I'm going to call it,
59.
since before the break, Gerwyn Price really hasn't done a lot right. And even whilst it was happening, it still took him 5 or 6 darts to hit the double after that.
125.
He seems a bit put off by it. Maybe this will settle him down the last couple of visits. Well, that won't settle him down.
71.
Fascinating stuff, this. Not just about throwing darts. More a psychological
99.
analysis of human beings trying to compete on a stage.
Yeah, they're both having to control their emotions to some point. We know that Gary sometimes he likes that kind of
156.
intensity in a match, where he can kind of vent his anger at the 60s and doubles.
100. Gary require 84.
Well, this is to go 2 ahead on double 12. And there it is. And now Gary Anderson is getting a grip. He's getting a grip on himself, and he's getting a grip on the match. And what's sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander.
90 seconds clear in the throw first. He won.
You want to play that game, I'll play it too.
100.
Well, for Gerwyn Price to start giving it the big and back,
77.
he's got to start throwing the darts first off. Because he's gone off the boil.
42. 100. 100.
In many ways, not so much professional darts, but WWE with arrows. Over the fast few legs, as Anderson finally finds the maximum. In the 19th leg, his first maximum. What a drought, but what a time to find an oasis and leave 144 after 9 darts.
Gerwyn Price should go for bullseye, really.
95. Gary require
Okay.
144.
It's fine. Again. Oh, yeah, double 12.
Game shot on the 19th leg.
Gary Anderson in the previous leg took out 84, 60, 24. That combination was 60, 60, 24. Now averaging a ton.
And now he's lapping it up, and suddenly now he's enjoying the antagonistic antics of his opponent. Now he loves it. Now you love it, Gary, don't you? Now it's a different game. Anderson has come out of the commercial break to go Garrity and turn a one-leg deficit into a three-leg advantage.
134.
And now I don't think Anderson will be worried, because he knows he's got this game where he wants him. I don't think he's going to be worried about this now. He knows he's 3 legs up.
100.
Yeah, but this is still an important leg. It's still an important leg. Well, I don't actually think there was a... Well, there was a gap there, I'll give him that, because Gerwyn Price sometimes groups them so tightly.
59.
And doesn't throw them as hard as others that they can fall out, and that happened there. That was really unlucky. He's had that a couple of times today.
99.
Well, it was Wales against Scotland in Price's other big final. That was against Peter Wright in the 2017 UK. He lost that one. And now he's 3 behind in this one. And that finish is now well out of range. But the setup will give him a chance when he returns, as Anderson is out of range himself.
Big moments coming up. 20 for tops as he darted himself. Big dart. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. They really are giving it some, aren't they? This is fascinating. Gary Anderson leads that man 11-9. This is the Grand Slam final. There's pressure. Game on.
Well, Gerwyn Price giving Gary Anderson the big send-off, like a fast bowler who's just knocked out an opening batsman's middle stump. Tell your story walking, pal. And he's back within 2.
62.
And that's only 2 added to his initial 60 there. So Anderson now is in control. 4 breaks of throw to 3 ahead. Can he regain and retain control of his emotional state for 5 more winning legs? Or can the Welshman get under his skin enough to force an upset?
140.
Or possibly outplay him.
Or possibly outplay him.
He hasn't as yet.
134.
Gerwyn Price is a confident character. We've said it before, he's playing beautifully.
95.
Big fish left. If reeled in by Anderson, we might see a reaction. Back up for the 60.
105.
Really slowly to the hockey that time, Gerwyn Price. If Gary can hit bullseye, he won't be slow to it, I'll tell you.
125. Gerwyn, you require 60.
Tops. Double 10 then. Oh, and 2 darts and double missed. He's only missed 6 at double in the entire match, but those 2 will be very costly if Anderson mops up. And Anderson does dish up and goes 3 clear again at 12-9.
Yeah, you might get away with a couple of missed darts when you're in front. You don't seem to get away with them when you're behind. Gerwyn Price prowling around behind Gary.
96.
Only 4 legs away. Gary Anderson
100.
from winning the Grand Slam of darts, and it's the Eric Bristow Trophy that they're playing for. Magnificent.
59.
I have a feeling the crafty Cockney would have enjoyed this.
Whoa, you're not kidding.
Anderson 4 legs away from winning the Grand Slam of darts for the first time. And adding it to the other biggies.
137.
2 Worlds, 2 Premier Leagues, match play, UK. And it would take him to 10 big PDC titles, and he would be only the 3rd player behind Phil Taylor and Michael van Gerwen to reach double figures in that regard.
But he really wants to hit a treble 20, you can see that.
85.
Oh, good dart. It's a leg that Gary threw first in, but a 177 here.
139. Daniel Carr, 124.
Price wants 78. This is for a 4-leg lead for Gary. That leaves the bullseye. Oh,
99.
my.
Well, that's 2 bull attempts in consecutive legs that have eluded Anderson. Will he get a second poke as he did in the last leg? After Price missed 2 at double. Not this time.
22nd leg, Gerwyn Price.
Well, he's saying not yet.
23rd leg, it's Gerwyn to throw first.
There's still plenty of fight in the Welshman.
Game on.
I think Gary knows that if he just plays, he probably will go on and win, because without pulling any strokes here, he's the better player.
136.
It's been widely said by not just commentators and pundits, but by other players
59.
that Gary and Michael van Gerwen are the best 2 players on the planet. Don't worry about the rankings.
135.
Gerwyn Price, as he's proven against Simon Whitlock, he had to win the last 3 legs and get a bit lucky to stay in the event. And Mincer Sulovic from 10-5 down to win 11 of the last 13. He can do it the hard way.
100. $134. Going to account 130.
Treble 10. Double top.
Game shot the 23rd
Sublime.
leg. Gerwyn Price.
That's that.
24th leg is Kelly to throw first. Game on.
3 3-figure outshots for Gerwyn Price.
177.
And that one cuts the gap to 1. Anderson, who'd gone 3 clear. 2 occasions. 11-8 and 12-9. Just one in it again.
There was a point where I was thinking, I'm not sure if they're both enjoying this. Now I think they are.
78.
Well, there was a possibility there that Gary Anderson could have gone on to complete a 9-darter with only 2 180s in 24 legs.
177.
Bizarre.
$59.
And 2 177s in this leg. 1 from each. But
95.
that, okay, so treble. Gary should move 2 clear again.
108. Gerwyn, you require 151.
The odds are against it.
Anderson's double 10 hitting in this tournament has been brilliant. But
46. Gerwyn require 20.
back in the day, it was always the one he worried about. Third dart in hand, last dart in hand. Big moment that for Anderson, because it could have been the difference between a two-leg lead, and a level game.
I think in general his doubling has been brilliant in the event.
96.
52% in this game, 51% overall in the tournament. And when you're such a big scorer as Gary Anderson, you won't have a lot to worry about. Yeah, we see Gerwyn Price has been magnificent on the finishing, but he's just had those few darts less than Gary. You get a scorer like Gary hitting 51%, 52%.
96.
It'll be tough to beat, we know that. Used to be the weakest part of his game. It's not anymore, hasn't been weak for the past 4 or 5 years.
96.
Unlucky.
80.
The wire.
Did.
Gerwyn Price's average, 97.70, that's as high as it's been in the match. Credit to him.
58. Gerwyn Price 73.
Tops it is.
53.
Gary looking for a 140. High, high.
121.
Okay, high and wide.
Gerwyn Price 20.
But not handsome. And Price now looking at double 5 now. Well, fair play, that is absolutely superb, because there was a lot of things that could have gone wrong there for Gerwyn Price, but they went right. And Gerwyn Price back within a single leg as we reach the final session of this final, the business end. Who'll win the big pot, Price or Anderson? 3-leg leads on 3 separate occasions, but Price has refused to roll over and have his tummy tickled and has kept biting back.
Yeah, he's won 4 of the last 6, which is kept him just 1 behind, because, as you quite rightly said, Rod, looking like Gary was going to get away from the Welshman. It's all getting a bit tight and a bit tense. Gary Anderson needs 3 legs. Gerwyn Price 4. What a prize at the end of it.
65.
That's unlucky again. He's lost some darts today. Really has. Well, Gary not happy with something.
60.
There's a lot that goes on a stage, and you can't hear everything, you can't see everything. Just micro movements, they can bother you.
145.
Well, Anderson had control of the match when they went off stage. He'll lose control of it if he loses this leg. It'll be 13 all, and Price will have the darts, and then it'll be over to Price to keep holding to serve the match out. We saw the 170 out this afternoon from Gerwyn Price against Mensur Suljovic. It was an important finish that helped to turn the match, with Mensur well on top at that point.
Yeah. 36.
Anyway, 36 to level this match, double 18.
Yeah, I like this. I like the fact he's thinking about this. He knows that his opponent isn't on a finish. Double 8 now.
28.
Well, he's left double 4, which ironically would have been the worst thing he could have done if he'd thrown at 9 and hit inside and then a single 1 anyway. It doesn't matter now, it's double 4, that's what he chose to do. Double 2, double 1, and they're missing by miles, but that hasn't. Well, that will really irritate Anderson. He'd got down to a finish. His opponent missed the first 2 attempts at double by, well, the thick end of an inch. And just when he thought he had a chance, Price pinned double one.
Right. At the end of the Grand Slam of darts, it's come down to a best-of-5 leg match.
136.
That is it. Gerwyn Price is behind against Simon Whitlock, behind against Mensur Suljovic.
97.
He's behind here. If he does go on and win this, he has shown what he's made of. Saying that, if he doesn't, he has.
93.
Gary Anderson was the 1 to 5 odds-on shot at the start of this match.
Well, at the moment, Gerwyn Price is 4 to 5 and Anderson's evens. It's a best of 5 legs match. The averages are, well, virtually the same. But Price, crucially now, has the darts in the odd-numbered legs, and it could come down to that.
Of course it could.
Giving you about 167.
It really is getting quite tense as well. 57. Oh, this is amazing. Bullseye!
146.
Gary not taking any time at all, just wants to get on with it. Well, I do not know. He is absolutely seething. Gary is seething.
125. Giving you about 25.
He's lost all composure there.
Well, double 12, let's just concentrate on the double first. And we'll come back to that. Double 6. Right, in it goes. He's going to put it up to again here. Well, what do you think happened, Wayne? Was something out of order there, or was it just common or garden stuff from Gerwyn Price, or did he overstep the line?
I don't know. I don't know. To surmise would be folly. Gary clearly, he was more than annoyed. He hit the 60 and then felt the need to stop just before bringing the dart back. He is absolutely livid. All I know is that Gerwyn Price is 2 legs away from being the Grand Slam champion.
100.
Well, there were borderline shenanigans in the game against Simon Whitlock when Price got home in a last leg decider.
100.
Just refuses to buckle.
174.
Well, now he did overstep the mark, because he's got in Anderson's face there for mine. There was contact made and it was initiated by Price. I don't think there's too much doubt about that, Wayne. You cannot just lean into Gary Anderson. You cannot do that. You were an art showman. Come on, give us a thought or two, because you can't get that close to Gary Anderson. You can't.
Gary Anderson was in the encroachment zone. Gary Anderson shouldn't have been there. I'm not sticking up for any player. What I'm doing is telling you the facts.
Fair enough.
I'm telling you the facts as they are.
Well, there was pushing and shoving and all sorts. Anyway, Anderson is now borderline lost the plot here. And Price. Is Anderson not entitled to approach the hockey to throw?
I think Gerwyn Price is over-celebrating. And I also think that Gary Anderson was very, very hasty in approaching the hockey.
Okay. Right, let's see what happens here, because it's difficult to try and remember. There's a darts match going on in and amongst all the shenanigans here. And Price has got a chance to go 2 up with 3 to play. And he ignores the bear pit atmosphere to nail tops and lead by 2 with 3 to play. As Gary Anderson got the wherewithal to get himself under control here. He's having a look at his friends and family.
There's one thing that Gerwyn Price does that I think any professional player does not like. After he's thrown his last dart, he takes a lot of time, sometimes, when effectively he should be walking to the board. Like then is a great instance where he should be just retrieving the darts. But that's what should happen. Sometimes he oversteps the mark by taking too long.
Well, there's no question whose side this packed house here at the Aldersley Leisure Village are on. Yeah, there's another instance of it, Wayne, that you were just referring to.
And Gary is moving forward at a rapid pace as well. He's walking to the hockey very, very quickly. So between them, they're kind of not helping themselves. Well, Gary's not helping himself at all.
Well, it's easy to say here in the cool of the commentary box, but Anderson would be well advised to take the pot off and cool himself down, take it off the hob, turn the gas off and walk away, but he hasn't done that. Very easy to say from here. He's up there in the heat of the stage with the lights on and the cameras on, and his opponent is riling him, and his opponent now is within 60 points.
Gerwyn Price has won 7 of the last 9 legs to become the Grand Slam champion. He wants 60.
Tops he wants to become the first Welsh winner of a PDC major in one of the most contentious and controversial finals you could ever wish to see. Gerwyn Price upsets Gary Anderson to win the Grand Slam of darts, 16 legs to 13, but this is a final you will not have heard the last of. Price wins as Anderson discombobulates on the big stage amongst controversy par excellence.
The moment we've all been waiting for, our winner, receiving the magnificent Eric Bristow Trophy, £110,000, and for the very first time in his career, we crown him the B-Wing Grand Slam of Darts champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the